Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is Eziel, Lancer on Mount Tyrannus, and today I'm going to talk about how to get your conjunct sets. Well, the first thing is that I'm actually in Bellica here at the quartermaster, the Belkarium quartermaster, and she is the one person that sells the two different sets of gear that you can get for Beijing. The first set is your Victor set. You can actually get your weapon and three pieces of armor, your boots, your gloves, and your body armor there. The thing to keep in mind here is with these four pieces of sets here, they actually all will drop in AC normal mode. So it's not really a big saver, but you've got 600, 900, basically about 10,050 reputation points you can save by doing that. So if you run AC normal mode, you can get all these four sets, get some gold, sell some stuff, get some gear, do your thing, and then the second type of set is going to be what they call your Freywind weapon set. You've got your weapon and your three pieces of your armor here. So you have your plates, your leathers, and your cloth classes. Now with the actual armor sets here, all three of these will drop from the Nexus Traverse. And I can tell you that I actually purchased off the brokerage or off of the merchant here the pressure plate, and it actually dropped the next Nexus run. So don't ever buy it. I just go ahead and tell you Murphy's Law will be against you on that. In addition, you can actually get these different pieces of jewelry as well, which are actually pretty good as far as for PvP. If you can get lucky, maybe you can get some cool stats on those like stun reductions or stun resistance and things of those natures. So, since this is all about Conjunct, let's go ahead and go to supplies here. And you're going to want to get the Victor's Ophthio class here. This is actually what you're going to need to get. You're going to need 7 of these total, actually. So 7 times 2,200. And there's no way to get it except through this method that I know of so far. So, now, the other thing is you have all these different recipes, so you can conjunct everything. Everything is anywhere from 300 to 500 to more 500. So you basically have all of those different recipes that you can purchase. This is all your conjunct stuff. These will actually drop in the Nexus Traverse as well, and these are actually quite frequent, I believe. You usually get one recipe through the Nexus Traverse. I've not seen one where I didn't get one. So what I'm going to do is I am now going to use a scroll, and I'm going to go back to Zelveric Fortress. And what we're going to do is Zelveric Fortress, I'm actually going to go to the merchant and the Agnator merchants and show you some of the gear there and talk about things. Also, while I'm teleporting here, the recipe is actually on a website. I'm going to link in below on my notes, so that way you guys can go and check those recipes out for the Conjunct. It also has recipes for Vision Maker. It has the stats on the reagents, which is the Queen set, and then you got the Queen's Wrath, and you got the Abyss set, so it has all these different tiers of everything. So what I'm doing here is I'm actually traveling through the fortress, and you're going to go all the way around here to the corner and swing around and basically go talk to this merchant, which is what I'm trying to do here. And maybe if I don't get stuck on my horse here. Let's see here. I know you guys are so excited to watch me riding a horse through a town talking about nothing except conjunct weapons, right? All right. So here we go. So here is the actual merchants here. There's 2 of them. There's the one on the left, one on the right. Hanslet is actually going to sell you the gear. You have to get revered, and so if you look at your actual revered here, you can see your reputation. Go to there, Agnator, and I'm revered right there. Then the other part is you've got these tier 14 pieces here. You've got your weapon, you've got your armor. These pieces of armor will drop from the Nexus Traverse as well. So you can save yourself a considerable amount of Agnator points by waiting for those to drop rather than purchase those. And then just go ahead and purchase your gear here, which is only 19,500. On top of that, you're actually going to need to get a couple of recipe stuff. So we go to Revered, and these Agnator's Plagioclass. If I could enunciate stuff very clearly, that would be great too. You're going to need 7 of these in conjunction with those Victor's Othlos that you need as well. So you're going to need 7 times 6, so 42,000 points, basically just for all these things here. And so what you do is you take your recipe, you take your pieces, and you basically conjunct everything. Now remember, you've got to get your armor that you're going to be doing up. You've got to get your weapon that you're doing up as far as your skills. And when I'm talking about those skills, what I'm talking about the crafting. So you're going to want to make sure that you have, like for me, is armor smithing. So you want to make sure you have your armor smithing up to 410, so that way you can actually do that. All right, so that I believe is pretty much it as far as all of the items that you really need to do that. So you're really the biggest thing is you're going to be running into a barrier where you have to just do Nexus Traverse tremendously, a long time. You're going to have to do your BGs. So when you're not nexusing, BG. When you're nexusing, you're not BGing, vice versa, whatever you have. Yeah. So basically, I'll link all the recipe stuff below, and if you guys have any questions, let me know. But basically, you need to get your matching piece for Agnator and Freywin. Get the 2 pieces you need. Weapons take 3 of the actual materials. Armor takes 2. Your boots take 1, and your gloves take 1. So you go and combine all that, and then you can have your different types of conjunct gear. So I've got my gloves, and I've got my greaves, and then I've also got my masterworked chest piece there. So you can kind of see some of the stats here. Another thing too, make sure that this the little bubble part right here where I've got the decreased PvP taken by 4 with a little green circle on it, that's actually changeable. I actually got really lucky with my masterwork and got them the first roll. So you can actually change that stat if you want to as well. So make sure you get what you want as far as with that, because these pieces of gear are very important for battlegrounds and will make things a lot easier for you guys. So I hope this is helpful, and I'll link everything and put everything below, and then you should be good to go and start just basically grinding out Nexus Traverse till your eyes are bloodshot and grinding out BGs until your fingers bleed. Until next time, happy